Hi everybody, welcome in. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jackie and this is a Waterboro Witch Tarot. So today the reading that I'm doing is the moon cycle for the month of May. So I've already pulled the cards that are corresponding to the cycle of the moon. So let's get started here. I have my notes in front of me so I don't forget which card represents which sign. Alright, so May 1st we have the crescent moon in Gemini, and this talks of idea. On May 4th we have the first quarter in Leo. This talks of competition, or sorry, competitiveness. Well, competition, competitiveness. Alright, so then on May 8th we have the gibbous moon in Libra. This talks of promotion. May 12th we have the full moon in Scorpio, and this is fulfillment. May 20th we have May 16th we have the disseminating moon in Capricorn, and this talks of responsibility. Then on May 20th we have the last quarter in Aquarius. This talks of challenge. May 23rd, the balsamic in Aries. This talks of compromise. May 27th, the black moon or the new moon in Gemini. This is revision. And then on May 20th, we have the crescent in Cancer. This talks of instinct. All right, so we've got nine cards here for May's cycle. Okay, and I mean that's just the oracle deck that I deal with. Okay, so that's not saying that there's only 9. You know, each zodiac sign has a space and time where the moon goes through. So let's take a look and see what is going on here. We've got the crescent moon. Alright, let's see. Crescent moon. And this talks of idea. Alright, so we've got 3 cards here. So, 3 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the moon. So we've got initial success from an idea that you've had. Okay, you've already put the action in. I want to say here that you're going to use your intuition, and you're going to really pay attention to what's going on with whatever this creative idea is all about. Because with the moon, you're not quite sure if it's going to work out or not, because you can't see as far as you would as if this were the sun, right? So the moon, this kind of is like feeling into what's going on, okay? So with that idea, you've put it into motion, or you will be putting it into motion. I feel like there's going to be, you know, that initial success because of that 3 of Wands. That is initial success. Putting a lot of hard work, time into this, and bringing it to a time of fulfillment. Again, it may take a little bit before you see the fulfillment because there's a little bit of nervousness around it, okay? So that's the crescent moon. So here we have the first quarter. This is competitiveness. Now let's see. Here we have the Tower, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. Okay, so this feels like you are competing with time and other circumstances that are going on. The Tower, this is bringing in a lot of change. And you have the 2 of Pentacles, so you may be very busy, okay? So the thing is here, you need to take a look at your choices and see what is the best choice for you. What is the best decision that you can make at this possible time, okay? There's a lot of things going on. Like I said, you're very busy. That 2 of Pentacles shows, you know, that you're working on time management. There's a lot of things going on. So if you're looking to create something or continue on with what you've been working on over here with the crescent moon, then you need to take a look at your time and balance out your time so that you can make some really good decisions or work with those decisions. All right. So then here we have the gibbous, and this talks of promotion. Now this could be promoting your idea. Well, it may have a promotion at work, but it's something about an upgrade. Things are expanding here. So here we have the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Hierophant. This very well could be talking about a relationship of some sort. To me, it feels like, where it's the King of Cups, it could be someone that is very much in your heart space and you in theirs. So there could be some sort of commitment or conversation around commitment with this person, okay? So it could be talking about engagement or marriage. It could be talking about going into business together, all right? But there is some sort of conversation going on and a truth or a new understanding coming out here. All right, so let's take a look at the full moon. This talks of fulfillment. Now, this is in Scorpio. So here we have the Ace of Cups jumping out. Oh, got this one coming out here too. We have the Star and the Six of Pentacles. Now, this to me feels like there is definitely healing, a balancing of your energies. This looks really nice. Okay, so this coming full moon in Scorpio. The date for that was the 12th of May. Yeah, so it has to do with love, emotion, healing, and getting balance. So it could be the relationship, okay, that you have with this other person is finally going to be balanced out, reconciled, growing, moving towards the future. Okay, so that feels really nice. So we have the disseminating moon. This talks of responsibility. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot. So to me, I want to say that there is some sort of plan of action, okay? Changing your way of thinking, okay? You're kind of moving in a different direction in the thought process here. So you're making some sort of plans to move forward into the future. This responsibility card could be that you are the one that's actually putting the foot forward here to make some sort of plans, change the way other people think or change the way that you've been thinking, and move here in a different direction, because that Chariot is talking about movement towards the future, okay? So you're taking responsibility here for some sort of action that needs to take place. So then we have a challenge. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, and Justice. So it feels here like maybe what you've been wanting maybe changing, okay? Maybe at one point in time you wanted this thing over here, and as time goes on you're realizing that no, that's not what you've been really wanting at all. It's this other thing. Okay, so it may have to do with your happiness or how you're seeing yourself, or something along that line, because there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of understanding, okay, that you have to move to. It's definitely going to balance the scales here for you, okay? There's some challenge that you're dealing with, and to me that challenge is you're kind of confused possibly why your wants, needs, desires are changing, okay? That may have something to do with age. It may have something to do with the situation that you're in, all right? But the challenge here is that your desires and wants are changing, and you're trying to understand that, okay? All right, so now let's take a look at the Balsamic, and this talks of compromise. And the date on that is the 23rd of May. So let's see. So here we have the King of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. So with compromise here, it feels as though for you to get what you want or to get where you need to go, you need to put the action in. You need to put the time and energy in. What you've been wanting, what has been on your mind for a while. You realize that you have to put the time in. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter, okay? So the compromise here is it may not come to you as quickly as you had hoped, because you have to make some compromises here, okay? If you're working towards this thing, there's some things that you really need to do before you get to that point, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the Black Moon, and this talks of a revision. So there's something here that you need to review, you need to revisit what's going on here. So the Two of Wands, the Lovers, and the Sun. So this may have something to do with a decision that you've made a while ago. You may need to go back and take a look at that and say, okay, you know, is this really working? It may have something to do with a relationship or some sort of partnership, okay? You may have to go back and look at this and say, is this really working? We've got the Sun showing here. So to me, the Sun represents a yes. It means that you are putting in the time, the effort, and the energy. So to me, it feels very positive. Whatever it is that you are revisiting here close to the end of the month, I want to say that you're going to see it as a very positive situation. Okay, so some partnership here is being revisited. Okay, so then at the end of the month, we have May 30th with the Crescent in Cancer. This talks of instinct. All right, so here we have the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, and the King of Swords. So using your thought process here, putting action to your thoughts, okay? Pay attention to your instinct, okay? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? You know, is this, whatever this is it giving you goosebumps? Do you feel like you're moving in the right direction? Okay, I feel like there's going to be a lot of excitable energy going on here. Okay, so this is for the 30th of May, the Crescent Moon in Cancer. Yeah, and it talks about instinct. So there's some fast moving energy here. You're putting action into what you've been thinking or what you've been talking about. Okay. All right, guys. So that is your moon cycle reading for the month of May. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I want to thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you haven't done so already. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.